Hello, family. It is another brighter day in England, and Atimu coming wa fún ilé ni, and I believe, yeah, it's good sometimes to learn from people's mistake. But me, if I can confuse mistake, who learn, you know.
Yeah.
If I yeah, I just want to be my own.
You want to be on your own.
I just want to stay.
I want to stay on my lane too. Yes, I want to be the way I want to.
I don't want to fall and someone say, hey, you remember?
We should mind our business. You should mind your business and I should mind my business too. No problem.
Now let's talk about what people are doing this day. That they might be thinking it might be right, but with the kind of the world we're into now, my own opinion means it might not be right. It's not right.
Okay. We are here. We listen to you.
We
listen to your opinion.
Going to church 24/7.
Sleeping in the church.
Yeah. Someone like me, I believe that God answers prayer.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. And when you call upon Him, He will answer. When you ask,
it shall be given.
So when you when you're searching,
you see.
But situation whereby we're living out, can someone live or his own responsibility for God?
Oh, is God going to pay your house rent? Is God going to buy forth your car? Is He going to pay your children bills?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, interesting. My name is Oluwabumi Omoniyi, and today I have Lajire with me in the house, and we will be discussing about religion. Though I'm not a pastor, he's not a pastor, but we'll be talking about some issues that goes around our religion activities, especially that has to do with us as an individual. Yes, that has to do with me as an individual, and that has to do with Lajire, yes, as a man. So we'll be discussing about our timing with God. Yeah. Is it God's responsibility to pay my house rent? Is it His responsibility to feed my kid? Is it my responsibility to sleep in the church from morning till night and neglect my personal responsibility? That is my personal job. I should not go to job. I should not search for my daily needs. All these are what we'll be discussing on the show today. So Lajire, you have answered your question. You asked
I
me that.
Yours, Mr. Big Rich Lajire.
I answered your question. You said, is God going to take care of your responsibility?
Yeah, maybe.
And I asked that, is God going to pay your house rent? Is He going to fuel your car? Is He going to buy you your designer top, your designer shoes? And is He going to put some pounds in your pocket?
Where are we missing it? Where are we missing it? As a human being.
Okay. Yeah, from my own perception, yes, you have your own view and I have my own perception.
So your own view.
My belief about religion is the Bible says we should not neglect ourselves. Kama ko ìpéjọpọ̀ ara wa sílẹ̀. Fine. You go to church, you pray, you serve the Lord, you pay your tithes, you do your responsibilities. And due to the kind of religions we have so many denominations in Christianity. My own denomination, we have weekly service in my church, which is important. I have to attend weekly service, probably Wednesday, Friday. You go to church on Sunday. But in this case, we have some set of people that when you go to the church on Monday, you see them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not saying, from my point of view, I'm not saying it's wrong to stay in the house of God. I'm not saying it's wrong to serve God. But we as a human being, I think we have our own personal responsibility. If you are looking for a job, probably you want to go for an interview, it's not God that is going to design the CV. God imparts knowledge. Yes. Anything you ask from God, He does to you. He said, if any of you lack anything, ask. Okay. If you need knowledge, you can call on Him. You pray to Him.
Okay,
He's
this
going
is
to
my
give you
this is
knowledge.
my own
He will
view
give
now.
you wisdom. He's going to give you understanding.
Okay, this is my
So
own
you can't
view
be
now.
hunting for job and believe probably sleeping in the church Monday to Sunday
Why not?
is going to get you that job, because you have your own personal things you have to do too. You've done God's own. Yes, that is the part, but your own part is to like, okay, I want to go for an interview. I want to do a good CV. I want to search on internet for job. You have to for being in the church from Monday to Sunday. I don't think it's going to give you that time and enough opportunity to search around to get what you really need for yourself.
Yeah, I read a book says God invested in us, and I tried to give meaning to that. Said that book says, I don't know, I forgot the author, but it said God invested in us.
Invested in us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I sat down. I keep asking myself, so God have invested in me, Lajire, Mr. Big Rich. What are the things that God has invested in me? Now, think of it on my own. I said, yeah, God gave me legs, I can walk.
Yes.
He gave me 2 eyes, I can see. And now there's some things that, like, He gave me a gift, right, that can sing.
You have your own gifts.
Right? That one is a gift.
Personal gifts from God.
Just an is special gift.
That's
right.
good.
Now, talk about there's some gift, there's some
special attributes God gives to us.
If
attributes.
God can say to you that you wake up, you sleep last night
and you wake up this morning
with your eye, your hair, everything work
is
perfect.
Okay.
Right? It means that thing that invested in you,
what God has invested in
is
you,
waiting for you to come back in return.
Okay. Well, what you
so
are giving.
When I read that, I was like, oh, okay, God invested in me truly. So I can only ask God.
You can't be hiding
for,
because God has invested in you.
So why?
And He needs an outcome for the investment. If you invested in your phone.
Okay, now probably, you say God with that book. It said God invested in me, right?
Sure.
And I still go and sit down with Him 24/7.
He's not
asking Him, Baba,
that is
do
why
this,
that is why
do
he
this,
said
do this.
That is why He said you are going to do your part as a Christian. You will do your parts. You know your weekly activities. You know when to go to church. You
do
know
I have
when
to be pray. A Muslim or Christian before that happen?
No, that's what I'm saying. Even if you're a Muslim, you know the time you need to go to pray. You need the time. You know the time for your for prayers. No one needs to tell you. You know, okay, at this so time you need to pray. But that does not mean after your prayer you should sit there. You have other things you can do, because if you are there 24/7, how do you want to bring in the tithes? How do you want to work? How do you want to feed your family?
I guess you're planning to be a pastor. You're talking about tithe.
No. What I'm trying to say is we need to be responsible for ourselves, because we don't need to push. At the end of the day, you don't need to push the blame on God. God, why have you not done this? Okay, what have you done for yourself? Okay, what have I done? If I want to get a job. What have I done for myself aside from praying to God that God, please provide me a good job?
Yeah, I have to go and sit there in the church. I mean, go to church in the morning and afternoon and in the night. So I'll be telling God, please, this thing is getting late.
Okay, how do I design my CV? How do I prepare myself for the interview?
God will make everything happen in a miraculous way. Yeah.
No, we don't need to shy away from the truth. The truth has to be. We have to say it.
So what are the truth? Don't go to church or go to church.
That is what I said.
Don't go to mosque.
In my earlier explanation.
Don't go to the temple.
Depending on your denomination, probably you belong to a Methodist church or probably you're a Redeemer. Depending on which church you go, or probably if you're a Muslim, certain times for your programs. And around the year, we have the Lenten period, we have the Easter period, aside from normal weekly and monthly programs we do. But we had in the calendar, every New Year calendar, there is Lent. Fine. Okay, do you want to observe Lent? If you want to observe Lent, when it's time for prayer, you go to church to pray. When it's time for Ash Wednesday, you go to church. What I'm trying to say in essence is, God give us gifts. He has invested in us. So we need to use ourselves.
Yeah, boss.
We need to use ourselves.
Go to church in the morning,
to bring out a good result for him.
That's what we're devoted. We're giving our time back to God.
And and then going to church Monday to Sunday does not make you a good person.
You're judging me?
I'm not judging you. It's just an explanation that sleeping in the church, crying in the church, does not make you a good person. Because all these things come from our hearts. You can still be in the church Monday to Sunday and you still be a bad person. And you even decide not to even keep the commandments.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. Yeah, now, basically what you're saying is going to church 24/7 may not help your lifestyle.
Because you need to work.
You need to work. And
yeah,
even the Bible said,
you need to source for what you eat. Yes. So that is what most people are trying to. We are mixing it up. When it's time for service, you go to church for the service. When it's time for programs, yes, you go to church for program.
But the church of nowadays, the religion of nowadays, not just church, is people, I believe this is where I said, where are we missing it out? We left behind whatever we need to do. We're sitting down expecting God, as you said earlier on,
to do it for us.
Yeah, I think we need to change our orientation. And if we can do that and see, I think I've experienced something like that in the past. Like, people keep saying, you don't go to church. Like someone like me, I'm a devoted Christian anyway. I go to church every Sunday. Every Sunday I go to church. Even if I don't go Wednesday, Friday,
Sunday tonic.
With my family every Sunday. We show up.
You show up to God.
To God.
Because He has invested in you.
And yeah. Listen, I make sure that we go there.
He has invested in you. So you want to show Him appreciation.
Baba, we're here
every Sunday.
But
that's nice.
Baba, if I'm here this Sunday, next week I want to come back with something good. And it will happen. Do you understand? Even in Africa now, online, you see people calling to come and pray in the morning. On the Monday morning, right? And Monday morning, God will do it.
Yeah. We need to go to work.
But we need to wake up.
We need to go to work. We need to strive for our daily needs.
And religion
is quite important. It's interesting. Yeah, it's important, it's interesting. Because God is our existence, we know. But there are some certain factors people don't consider when putting things together and when doing
religion
things. Yeah, because there are some factors you need to consider. Because you can't mix up your place in religion and your place in work. What you do is what fits you, is what gives you your daily end. Yes, I earn this. And religion is the aspect whereby you go to church to serve God. So I don't think we should mix the two up. Probably because when you decide to you want to be in the church Monday to Sunday, how do you go to work? How do you meet up with your daily needs? How do you take good care of your family? It's a very good question to ask. Fine, we can't neglect the church. That is why we have day and time for activities. And mostly you find out that Sundays, most people, like 90% of people, go to church, because
to church,
Sunday
mosque.
is
Even in
being
this country,
set aside.
people go to mosque.
Is a day
on
day
Sunday.
of rest.
Yeah.
Even in the Ten Commandments, he purposely he blessed that day, that I want this day to be a day of worship. And if God has created human, he created sea, he created land for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he said the 8th day he wants to rest. God did not say he's resting the first
So
day,
basically,
the
what you're
second day,
saying
the
is,
third day, the fourth day. No. God tried to create. He tried to bring some things into creation. That is his own work he has done.
so you don't believe in us go and sit down in the church?
Because we need to work.
Do you believe we have to?
We need to take care of the church.
That's not my question.
No. From my own perception,
Okay.
from my point of view, if you know your days to worship, probably if your days to worship is Wednesday, if it's Friday, if it's Sunday, it's fine. You can create, even those days is a working day. You would need to create a time. You won't just leave your system and leave your office that, I'm going to church, just because that is what fits you. You need to put things in the proper way. You talk to your boss. If you are leaving, I need to go to the church. I'm closing here.
Yeah, but there's service in the morning. In the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning up to 12 o'clock in the noon, and another one taking place 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Can I ask you this question? You're working here. You work in an office.
Yeah.
If you have a program in your church 6 to 9 in the morning, basically, what are you going to do?
What do you mean? What do I have to do? I'll go.
You go for the program.
Yeah.
And you take excuse from the church, from your working place.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you have the program the following week?
And I'll tell my boss again, I have to go to church.
The following week again.
I'll tell my boss, God first. So end of the month.
It's the facts.
End of the month, if my boss failed to pay me, I will tell God, this boss didn't pay me,
No, but we need to be serious about it. It's a very, very, very serious matter that needs to be looked into. We need to discuss about it.
So, what do you see you see what's going on online now? We have different prophets, different pastor, different prayer ministry going on. And as I said earlier on, that that book said God invested in us. And people who even know much about Bible didn't teach people what to do. Mm-hmm. I was watching a pastor saying, if you're coming to my church for the last 6 months and you haven't got a job, either big or small job, at least something that
fetch you money,
that you
income to you
from at end of the day or end of the week or end of the month, so that you can be able to feed people. So raise up your hand. The only few people that
raise their hands
were people who are new to that church. And that pastor said, what's your profession? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And he said, do we have someone who can help these people here? Some of them got job. Some got an appointment for comeback.
Oh.
Right?
Really?
And the pastor said, there's different things we're missing. He said, come to church to worship God. We call it worship. Right? Just to make sure that you trust in God. Come and tell God, God, I trust in you.
Okay, you're not coming to the church to ask
and go.
To go. Just you come to the church to appreciate him. You show that you appreciate God.
And he said,
to show that you value God.
Last month, how much did we contributed in this church? And they said, I think 5 million something naira. They say, oh, that's good. We got people who are looking for a job. Want to do some business. we can share them some money.
to,
Do you understand?
to invest in them.
Now, such church, people would love to pump it. Right?
Yeah.
They don't do 4 hours prayer, 20 hours prayer. You understand? They go to worship and they go home.
You talk about online programs and prophets.
That-
Online is a bit, it's meaningful because probably you can be at your workplace, you have your headset, your headphone, and you listen. Is more or less seamless.
Yeah,
Because
but with people who
you
are
tend
doing it,
to-
don't you see? You know, this is where I'm having problem with religion now.
Because you can be in your car,
One
you can be
minute.
in the bus, and you
One
listen
minute.
to the program.
The reason why I said I'm having problem is this: if you want to help your community
Yeah.
and you're just individual, you haven't built a church or
You've not
a
done
place
any,
you call
you've
a
not-
church,
Yeah.
no congregation, just you,
You alone.
and you're sending your account number on your
On screen.
on your screen saying,
On your page.
do you understand? And which is on your name, right? Because people trust in what you're saying. They donated money. They send money to you. Then you turn them to your mumu, your slave, for more. In that case, do you see us as, I know it's rampant in Africa anyway, do you see us as someone who one day wake up out of that? Because it's rampant online and it's different with what you're saying, that you can be at work and listen to.
Yeah, you see, we have is not our religion is, I think we have so many focus. Most of our pastors, some pastors, they focus on let me say assistance. Probably the ministry is meant to assist, and we have some ministry. Okay, this ministry is for deliverance. They want to deliver people. Probably if you are in sickness, if you are having any ailment, they will pray with you for deliverance. And we have some ministries that they are for salvation. They want, yes, you must accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior, and we must all make heaven together. While we have some ministries, it's general. They are into assistance, deliverance, salvation, everything. So depending on these kinds of online stuff you're talking about, we have some ministry that mainly is established to help people because they believe people are passing through so many stress, and nowadays things are not really rosy. Back then, African things are not really going the way it's supposed to be. So they believe the only way we can help ourselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is what that's kind of charity people are doing.
Yes, let's contribute and help each other at least. Probably a small scale business, opening a shop. There are some people that don't have a house on their roof. They don't have a roof on their head. So trying to I can see it as a ministry to assist. Why some other ministry is deliverance. Others, they preach salvation. So different categories. That is why I said we have different denominations, different programs, different things going all around, depending on you, where you choose to go. Okay, where have I choose? What denomination have I chosen to go? What are our programs? The services. What services do they offer? What is my availability to meet up in my church service? What is my availability to serve my God, to show God, oh, you've been faithful to me, to acknowledge him?
Yeah, anyway, that is it. We can't go more than that today.
We have to go more. We
can't go more than that. If you want to be a pastor.
Because I can see that you want to spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the church.
I really want to do it.
It's good. Because we are in the presence of
God.
there is fullness of joy. And anytime they tell me let's go
My
to the
jet
house
is
of God,
awaiting.
I'm always happy. Yes.
My car is
But
waiting.
we
My
we,
new
we all
house
we
is
all
waiting.
we have to weigh the two together, because it's important we work to meet our daily needs, and it's important we acknowledge God. We go to church to serve Him, to worship Him, to value Him, because He is our existence. Without Him, we are
nothing.
nothing.
We can't do nada.
So it's very important, but we won't do in the way we do it. We won't do what is going to affect us, probably because our God is a God of all flesh. If he's a God of all flesh, then this flesh needs to eat. This flesh needs to run through daily needs, and this flesh needs a roof to stay.
Maybe.
So that is why He has given us so many options. When you have wisdom, when you have knowledge, when you have understanding, you should be able to work out things in a way to, like, I want to please God, and I'll work in a way to make myself at least a bit meaningful. So mixing
a great one.
Mixing up the two together won't really take us to a very nice place, but at least we should be able to, like, weigh the two together. Okay, let me work on my days going to church. That won't affect my relationship with God. And also, I need to feed. I need to work, and I need incomes. I need something to feed on.
So basically, what we try to bring out today is, we want you to realize that God has already invested in
us. Yeah.
So if that's the case, don't waste your precious time to stay in one place. Go around, search.
Go around.
Do
search
something.
for opportunities
Do some
all
searching.
around. And God is everywhere.
Yeah. You
God
have the
is
brain.
everywhere.
He gave you wisdom. You have leg. You have hands. You can meet people. You can ask people. You can ask for help. Something great. Not prayer from morning to night. We have to pray. We have to fast.
It's important we fast.
Either you're Muslim, you're
pray.
Christian, you're Hindu,
but
whatever
it has to be
you're into. Right.
Because
you have to
we have to perfect everything
in a minimum way.
Minimal. It has to be minimal.
So that you can be able to enjoy your life. Today we call it a quit. Yeah. With Oluwabumi.
Thank you.
And I believe next time
it's quite a good
when
chat,
we come back with something great, you shall enjoy it.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. We remain yours, and we'll be glad to have you some other time. My name is Oluwabumi, and it's nice to have Lajire in the house today. So till the next time we're going to see, take good care of yourself and stay safe. Bye.
Take care. Don't go to church too much. Go to church.
Go to church, go to work, and weigh
everything. Don't go and
pray
morning to night. God has already invested in you.
Yeah, God is with us. God is everywhere.
And bye for now.
Bye for now.